Welcome to Close the Door and Come Here, a Game of Thrones and a Song of Ice and Fire podcast with heavy leanings towards our two favorite characters, Jaime and Brienne.
There was a bear, all black and brown and covered in hair. From there to here, from here to there, the bear, the maiden fair.
This is part 3 of the tabletop role-playing game adventure at Blackhorn. So if you haven't listened to those previous 2 episodes, you should go back and listen to those before listening to this one. So last time, Squire Jonah warned everyone that it was dangerous to fight in the alchemy lab because, you know, it's full of explosives. And they tried to take their Shadow Cat back. The alchemist wouldn't let them, so she started combat, and they didn't run away or anything. They just fought back in the alchemy lab. Inevitably, somebody knocked over a jar of wildfire. So now we're going to deal with those consequences.
So at the exact moment that the pot hits the ground, Chicky pulls the rope and leaps into the hallway with Finn in her arms. And as she hits the ground, she looks back behind her and sees sand drop from the ceiling and completely covers the entrance to the room. And she just hears this loud thump sound as the room fills with sand.
Wow. We all die?
Nope. So everyone in the room can make tests to try and
Get out of it?
avoid suffocating in the sand.
Oh God.
What would we roll for that, Wankins?
Yes.
It'll be endurance with resilience bonus dice.
Oh yeah, I have those. Okay.
What does that get us? Is it just like a per round thing? Like, do we do it every round? Or if we save from it, we'll be on top of the sand or something like that?
Yeah, so the suffocating is each success you get buys you a minute, but if you fail, you'll take wounds. And then, so like, as you take more wounds, you'll suffocate and die. But
Dang.
someone on the outside can be digging through the sand to try and free you
Gotcha.
before
I
you
felt the
suffocate.
bitch that pulled the cord on us.
I die for this fucking cat. Oh god. Sorry. Alright. Well, Chicky just went, so whose turn is it now?
So Jonah.
Okay, sorry, did you say I would be rolling, endurance?
Endurance with any resilience bonus dice that you may have.
Alright. 9.
That's enough. You hold your breath, and you buy yourself one more minute of life.
Okay, great. And do I have another action to do something?
Yeah, what do you want to do?
Okay, so it costs an extra action. Well, am I just like buried in sand? Is that what's happening right now?
Pretty much. It's pitch black. You don't know up from down. You're kind of just like drowning in sand.
I'm gonna try to dig up. Maybe it doesn't cover the room 100%. I'll guess at which way is up, and I just start trying to flail about and get up there.
Make an athletics test. Or do you think... I'm always confused between agility and athletics because they're so similar. I might be convinced that agility would work instead.
All right, so if you want to use athletics, you could just kind of like muscle yourself up, or through the sand. If you're gonna do athletics, if you're gonna do agility, you'd be like a little more squirmy, like an earthworm, worming your way through the sand. Is that convincing?
Yeah.
Cool. I would much prefer agility. So let's see if we can get out. Okay.
Oh, before you total, what I'll do is you can use agility or athletics, but agility will just be one step higher on the difficulty, if that makes sense.
Fair enough.
Okay.
It's going to be 22. Once I put in my injuries. No, it's going to be 20.
Okay, you're confident that the direction that you're digging is up.
Okay.
Your hand reaches the ceiling, but it's still there's still sand flush with the ceiling. Does that make sense?
Oh no.
Okay, so I touched the ceiling. All right.
Yep.
Okay, that's my turn.
But you can still try and look for the trap doors where the sand came from.
Yeah. Okay, next round. Tilda.
Okay. Oh, so I'm doing under endurance. Okay, so it'd just be 3. Okay, I got 13.
Okay, you hold your breath and you buy yourself 1 more minute of air.
Hey, narrator.
Yep.
Did we hear if the wildfire bomb actually went off when we heard the thudding of all the sand?
You're not sure, but the sand is enough to keep whatever wildfire from exploding.
Okay.
The wildfire is no longer a danger.
Okay.
Okay, I have a 3 for endurance, minus 1 dice penalty from fall, and I have this passive endurance of 8.
Okay, you won't use passive in this case because you're actively trying to hold your breath.
Okay.
So you'll roll 3 dice, right? Because you said your rank was 3?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and then you'll remove one of those 3, and so you'll only end up with 2 dice.
Okay.
From the flaw.
Shit.
Well, I got 11.
11. You also hold your breath.
Yeah.
Kama, you're up.
All right. I have a 3 and 2 bonus dice, so 17.
Nice. You got a big gulp of air before the sand came down. You hold your breath. Chicky's turn.
Okay, so I want to burn a destiny point.
Okay. Oh, sorry. Before you take any action, let me explain something that's happening in the hallway, because it may affect your decision.
Oh no.
So there's a figure that's kind of down the hall. His back is turned to you. It kind of looks like Uncas, and he's talking to himself, and he says, "Need to see the Meister about this rash Munch Munch gave me. They're burning fierce, isn't it?"
Whoa.
Who the hell is a Munch Munch?
Nice timing, Uncle Uncas.
Sorry, I'm gonna mute.
Oh, God. Okay, is that all he says?
Basically, you see Uncas there in the hallway, and he's not... he doesn't seem to have noticed everything that just happened with the wildfire and the sand.
Okay.
So, you can ignore him, or you can try and, get him to help you, or do whatever you want.
I think I'll still burn the destiny point. Okay, so I'll burn the destiny point because I see in the hallway that there is a 3rd rope pull lever, and this one comes up from the floor. And it says, vent in case of sand dumping.
Yes.
And I'm gonna pull it.
Nice.
I feel Acme makes all of their safety equipment.
This is a high-tech castle.
Chicky, go ahead and I want to make sure that you mark off that you burnt a destiny point
Yeah,
on your character sheet.
I'm out. That's it.
And just to clarify, when you burn a destiny point, they're gone permanently. So, Lot, you spent a destiny point.
Okay.
At the end of the adventure, you'll regain that.
Okay.
But Chicky's burning a destiny point, and she'll never get that back, ever.
Worth it.
Are those 2 events really, really different? That one is a spend and one is a burn?
Are they? Can I spend it rather than burn it then? I don't know the distinction, so...
Frigida, Lot spent a destiny point to hit the Atronach with a sand attack, and it only had, 1 hit point left, and that was enough to just kill it.
Oh, that makes sense. And she's saving everybody, basically.
Chicky's trying to do something that's going to try and save everyone's life.
Uh-huh.
She might not be able to, because burning a destiny point is usually 1 per life. So what I'm going to do is make the sand drain slowly, so people will still have to make
Ooh, tricky.
suffocation rolls.
Okay.
But it'll be completely drained within a couple minutes.
Okay.
Anyone that was standing closer to the door will be saved first, and anyone who is
Me?
far back in the room, close to Valera, will be last.
So I know I was near the door because I was helping Chicky with the cat.
I have to disagree with you. The table where the cat was in the middle of the room. You helped Chicky lift it, but you didn't move with Chicky.
Oh. Well then. I guess I'll be using an endurance. With 1B and stamina, I have rolled a 14.
Not stamina, resilience.
I have a 1B with stamina. I can't use that?
Nope, resilience. So, any tests, only 1 specialty will apply. You can't stack specialties. It's 1 or another one. Does that make sense? Only resilience applies here for holding your breath.
What about athletics with swim? Can I swim through the sand towards the door?
No.
They're 2 separate actions.
On every person's turn, the first thing you're going to do is make an endurance test to try and hold your breath. And then you can take an action to do something else besides that.
Okay.
Does everyone understand?
Yes. Yeah. They're 2 separate actions. The first thing is to make sure you're still alive.
Okay, so rolling
Yep.
3 for endurance.
Actually, you're rolling 2 because you have a wound, I believe.
God
Correct.
damn it.
You'll still roll 3. You have to remove one of those dice from the penalty from your flaw. So you'll end up with 2 dice. Does that make sense?
Okay.
Okay.
So I rolled a 9 if I remove one of my dice rolls. Is that correct?
Okay, that's enough. You hold your breath.
Okay. And now can I swim?
Yep.
Okay. So 3 with a 1. I've rolled 15. If I take away 1, I've rolled 11.
Unfortunately, that's not enough to swim through the sand-like water. The sand is too thick, and you don't know what direction you're going. So after Lot is Jonah again.
Right. Okay. Let's see. The sand is slowly starting to drain. I'm heading for the trap door, the open trap door where the first sand came out. First, I will make my endurance test to make sure I can hold my breath. -2. That's 12.
Okay, yep. So the difficulty to hold your breath is getting higher each round, but you still made it.
Oh, okay. Fantastic. Okay, then I'm going to try to... If the sand is starting to drain, maybe I can see where it is. I'm going to try to get to there and pull myself up. Is that cool?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Agility... 17?
Yep, okay. So your hand grabs onto an edge of it, which you're pretty sure is a trapdoor, but you'll have to spend next turn pulling yourself up into it to get to the air. Does that make sense? So you found it, but you're not physically there yet.
Okay, so next turn I can lift myself up into the space, correct?
Yeah.
All right, is my head above the sand or not yet?
You're still submerged.
Okay, got it. All right, Tilda, you can do it. Go.
Okay. Endurance, okay. I got a 12. A 12.
You also hold your breath.
Okay. And now I can try to...
Yep.
Okay.
You can make an athletics or agility test to dig.
I guess I'll do agility. I got an 8, and then I got to take 2 out, so I got 6.
Unfortunately, that's not enough to dig your way through the sand. Sorry. So you're kind of stuck where you started.
Okay.
Eon, can you remind me what you did during the battle with Valera, so I can kind of place you in the room?
I had a longbow whenever I shot her, so I was away from Valera and that monster thing.
Did you do anything else besides shooting the bow?
No.
Okay, great. So that puts you close to the doorway.
Okay. I got a 12.
Okay, so you successfully hold your breath for 1 more minute.
Can I try to dig myself out?
Yeah. Agility or athletics.
I have a 3 in athletics without any bonus or penalties or anything, so I'm going to try that one.
Okay, go ahead.
Oh, man. I just got a 4.
Unfortunately, that's not enough to dig your way out.
Okay.
Think I'm next?
Go ahead and make your endurance test to hold your breath.
Okay, and I don't think I'm in the middle of the room. I really don't know where I am, but...
Did you do anything in the combat besides making a knowledge test?
No.
Okay, then you should be towards the entrance.
The door.
16.
That's good.
Cool. You hold your breath for 1 more minute.
How many more minutes do we have?
Hopefully, lots.
Yeah, the room is draining very slowly.
Jesus.
Teeny tiny little vents on the floor.
Alright, I know I only have like a 2 in either strength or agility, but I'm gonna try to roll to, I guess, move towards what I think is up.
Okay. You're gonna roll agility or athletics to dig up.
Okay. It's a 2 either way. I got 10.
Unfortunately, that's not enough to dig your way up.
Okay.
Damn, you gotta roll high.
Well, I only have a 2. There's not much I could do there.
Chicky, it's your turn. You're outside of the room with Uncas.
Alright. I suppose I should talk to this asshole.
You don't have to. You could do other. You can try and dig through the sand if you want. I'm not trying to railroad you into one direction. You can keep ignoring him if you want.
What would I use to dig through the sand? Athletics? With strength?
Yeah, that'll work.
Okay. A 10?
Sir Chicky Gower thrusts her gauntleted hand into the sand and reels back and pulls up Lady Splice into the air.
Yes.
Yay!
Breathe this
Yay.
cold air.
Sand, and I'm mad as hell, and I want to get the hell out of this freaking castle. Sorry. In a very ladylike way, I'm really pissed.
Well, yeah, there's like sand in your hair and in your nice dress, and yeah.
And probably in every orifice of my body. Yeah, I'm not
That
happy.
sounds uncomfortable.
Take that rage and go take it out on Uncle Uncas. He's just down the hallway. Feel free to vent on
Or
him.
you could help dig S out. Just a thought.
Sand is coarse. It gets everywhere.
No! No!
I refuse to quote from Star Wars, okay?
I was kind of hoping you would say, I need a drink as soon as you got pulled out.
Oh yeah, that's a given.
She's already drinking. She doesn't even need to comment. It's a waste
There's
of time.
sand in that
Drinking out of the sand.
No, I just spitting mad, probably.
Okay, Lot, it's your turn.
Well, endurance. Let's see. Okay, so I've rolled a 10.
Unfortunately, that is not enough to hold your breath. You take 2 wounds.
I take 2 wounds.
Yes, that is correct. So, there might be a problem here. What is your endurance rank?
3.
Okay. So, bad news. You started with a wound, and now you're taking 2 from suffocating. And so, when your wounds equal your endurance rank, you will die.
So I'm dead.
Correct.
Good thing you've got 15 destiny points.
You can burn a destiny point to save your life. But I will require you to kind of come up with some reasoning that explains why you don't fill your lungs full of sand right now.
I find an empty jar and I shove it up to my face. It's like a pocket of air. It's the best I can do.
Okay, the air tastes chemical, like some kind of. It was some kind of alchemical
Did I do
gas.
something to you, Wonkins?
No, I'm just describing the scene. You pulled a random jar off of the shelf in an alchemy lab. It's gonna have some kind of alchemical
Could
components
have
in
had
it.
jelly beans. Why is it always gotta be bad?
What if you had a straw in your pocket and you just stuck it up to
Yeah,
like
that's
the
better.
ceiling?
I
How
have
about
a
that?
very long reed.
I
know, an arrow shaft, and it's a hollow one, and I've used it to siphon air from the top. Yeah.
There's currently no effects from the gas. I'm just saying that you breathe some kind of
She's
gas.
getting high. She's high now.
High.
Breathing alchemical gas is a lot better than being dead.
Sandy and high.
And it's not like you were in the kitchen, you were in the scary lady's lab. I mean, you know.
When you die and burn a destiny point to avoid death, the narrator has, like, what do you call it, veto power to kind of, like, let me put this another way. You can't escape death without it affecting you in some way. So, for instance, in the books, spoiler alert for anyone, dies, but she gets resurrected, but she can't talk anymore because she got her throat slit. So, in terms of mechanics in the Song of Ice and Fire role-playing, burnt a destiny point to avoid dying permanently, but she gained a mute drawback. Does that make sense?
Yes.
So whenever you avoid death, the narrator has the reservation to add on flaws to kind of your character builds up a story as you adventure.
Yeah.
It might sound kind of shitty, but
At least you're still alive. Okay.
yeah.
Whatever.
Go on.
You know what? I take out my hunting knife, I slit my throat, and get the fuck out of this world.
I'm fed up with this world.
Oh, come on.
Being Lady Stoneheart is better than being dead.
You breathe in some chemicals, you'll be fine. Better living through chemistry.
She's just a little high right now. It'll wear off.
Okay, so Jonah, it is your turn.
Oh, I'm still submerged, so I've got to do that endurance. Yeah. Okay. Oh, well. That's going to be a 5.
A 5 on endurance?
Yeah.
Okay, you take 2 wounds, unfortunately.
Ah, okay.
But your endurance is higher than 2, right?
My endurance is 3, so I'm still alive.
Great. You're still good for 1 more minute.
Okay, minus 2 wounds. Okay, I am choking to death. I'm going to try to pull or kick and squirm my way up into the crawl space And I'm gonna use my green sight benefit to give me an extra die since I'm gonna be taking away 2 die.
Can I ask you a favor?
Sure.
Can you kind of give a brief summary of your dream? Was a metaphor for digging your way through sand?
Oh, totally. That's a requirement. Yeah. But let's see. Do you have one? Can you help me come up with one? Maybe I dreamed that I was drowning or something.
Like on a beach?
Yeah, I'm on the beach, but instead of the water like washing over me, it's the sand. Things are working in reverse.
Yeah, you had a dream of sand waves coming to the shore, and the shore was made of wildfire.
Oh, that's a good one. I like it. Okay. So I think it might apply here. Okay.
Yeah, so Jonah has a quality benefit that allows her to retroactively give herself green dreams for bonuses to dice rolls.
But we don't know this about that she has this.
She did mention she had a portentous dream about one of you dying within the walls of Blackhorn. Lot.
I am not happy right now.
But luckily, Lot just breathed in some
no, you're gonna be okay. Yeah, this happens.
There are people who would give anything to breathe in some chemicals.
Well, yeah, okay. Whatever.
Okay, so my grand total here is 16. Is that enough to get to the crawl space before I die?
With agility? Yeah. Nope. Sorry. Your grip slips from the edge of the trapdoor.
No.
Oh, okay. But is the room draining at all? Because I'm at the very top, so will I not have to make any more endurance checks?
I'll say that your grip slipped because the sand drained a few inches away from the ceiling.
All right. So I'm still trapped, but I'm not suffocating.
Yeah. Okay.
Or I am. That's fine. I just wanted to be clear.
Tilda, it's your turn.
So endurance. I got a 10.
Unfortunately, that is not enough, and you take 2 wounds.
Okay.
You were not currently wounded, correct?
My health was really... was that my health?
No, if you only have 1 hit point, you don't have any wounds. Unless you took a wound to avoid taking damage.
Oh, okay. I just know I had 8 damage, so I had 1 health point left. How does that play in, or no?
No, it's totally fine. You can... one health point is all you need.
Okay. So, now I take 2 wounds, though? Or is this 2 wounds? Okay.
But you have 3 endurance, correct?
Yes, so
you're good for 1 more round.
Okay.
We are dying. Like flies trapped in sand.
And Tilda, you feel the sand kind of shift around you.
That could be good. That could be good.
Leon,
Okay, I'm at 3.
you're about to kind of like hold your breath for just a few more seconds, and then you feel the sand drain away from you, and you take a big gulp of fresh air.
Oh.
And you see Kama and Chiki next to you.
Okay. Awesome. Can one of y'all pull me out? I'm sticking. How is Finn doing right now?
He is unconscious.
He's unconscious. Okay, never mind then.
Can you reach anyone else, Eon, from where you are?
Can I try to pull someone else out? I mean, is anyone near me? I mean, if I feel around?
It doesn't look like anyone's near you, no.
Well, maybe
Lot was in the middle of the room.
if I'm able to shift myself out to get out, it'll like break the sand away from them too.
What I'll let you do is you can take a move action to kind of climb the draining sand to get towards the middle, but you're still on the surface to kind of make your way towards Lot, if that makes sense.
Okay, so what do I need to do?
Nothing. You just spent a move action. You don't have to do
Okay.
anything to move. You're just kind of like traversing the top of the sand.
Okay.
It's kind of like an incline, and then you're up.
Okay, so the sand is draining. Like, at what level is it?
It's kind of draining from one end of the room to the other, so there's like an incline, like a sand dune, that's kind of making its way towards the back of the room.
So it's higher at the back of the room than it is towards us?
Yeah.
Okay.
There's always Uncas down the hall if you want to ask him for help.
Yeah, I'm going to do that. I call out to Uncas. I don't know what you're doing here, but please, we need your help.
He turns and looks at you, and he doesn't say anything And he quickly opens a door that's near him in the hallway and ducks inside.
Oh, so he's running away.
You've never seen Uncas move so quickly. In fact, it makes you question if his whole physicality as a hunchback was a disguise.
Oh, jeez. Okay. Well, I'm not going to run after him. At least not yet. I mean, do I see anyone? Can I reach to try to pull anyone out?
Yeah, you can follow Eon towards the middle of the room to try and get to where Lot was when you last saw her before the sand came down.
Okay, what do I roll for that?
Go ahead and make an athletics test.
Yeah, which is so high for me. Okay. Yeah, I got a 7.
You dig your hands around in the sand, but you don't find anything. You're kind of like making big scoops and pushing them towards the entrance of the room to try and make the sand drain quicker.
Okay.
All right, after comma is Chicky.
Okay, I think I want to try to get into the room to grab somebody, so am I doing athletics then for that?
Yep.
Is that strength? Okay. A 10?
Cool. Chicky Gower thrusts her gauntleted hand into the sand and pulls back an unconscious Lot, who is holding a jar of something with a strange label on it to her mouth. But she is passed out.
Oh, good, Lot. You're gonna live. Here, go lay down by Finn.
Lot says in chat, I'm passed out, can't talk. Okay, Jonah, your turn.
Okay, so, has the sand drained out enough that I can breathe on the top?
Sorry, I forgot to mention, I was planning on having you, you can spend a destiny point to wriggle up to the surface, or risk another endurance test to hold your breath, but I'm going to warn you, your chances are if you don't spend a destiny point, you probably will die, because the difficulty has been getting higher and higher.
Right, and with my wounds, I can roll. I can get a 6, that's my max. Okay, so yeah, destiny point spin. I get on the top of this horrible mountain of sand.
All right.
The worst mountain
Cool.
of sand. Can I see anyone else like a hand or anything at the top?
You see Tilda's hand kind of flailing on the surface right next to you.
All right, can I assist her or pull her out
Yeah,
or
you can
anything?
do either one. Either assist her by adding half of your athletics to her test, or make your own athletics test to try and dig her out.
Does it look difficult?
It looks challenging, but not formidable.
Okay, so 9, but not 12. Yes! I knew memorizing these would come in handy. Well, I'm going to assist her because I've got wounds here. I think she does too. So I'm going to assist. You'll get a +1 to your next test, Tilda. I'm going to grab your hand and do what I can, pull as hard as I can.
So that would be +1 point to whatever I roll?
Yeah.
Okay.
Correct.
I have destiny points, so am I with the same choice basically? My chances are low of...
You could also spend a destiny point, which I recommend.
Yeah, I think my chances are low of rolling.
I agree.
Okay, yeah, I'll use a destiny point to get out. Holding her hand, pulling myself up.
So go ahead and mark down on your character sheet that you spent a destiny point.
Okay. Down to 2. I had 3, so I have 2 left.
And I believe that's everyone is out of the sand, correct?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Not Valera.
She can stay there.
Oh.
Jonah, do you want to try and dig Valera out?
I do. Yeah, I do. I start digging Valera out weekly.
It takes another minute, but when you finally reach her, you see that she's not breathing. You think that you might be able to save her if you bring her to the maester, or bring the maester to her, but she will die within minutes. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I do that. Whichever one I'm more capable of doing. You guys are welcome to jump in and try to stop me if that's what you.
No, as long as she's unconscious, I don't think we care.
Yeah, we need to get out of here.
Should we try to save the other stupid, the Dranther, even though he's dying anyway?
Oh, that's up to you. Like I said, you guys, to you, this is not necessarily a sympathetic character, but my character has a history with this character, so that's why I would do it.
Okay, so Jonah pulls out Valera, and she leaves to get the maester. You probably won't be able to carry Valera, so you're going to run up to the tower. So everyone else, you're free to do whatever you want while Jonah's gone.
Okay, can I do one more strength test to pull out the Dranther? Just to get it into the air?
Oh, you want to save Valera's panther?
Yeah, why not?
Yeah.
I don't blame the cat.
Interesting. Okay, yeah, you pull it out, but it is also not breathing.
Okay, well, they're going for the maester, so... That's all I can do.
I point out, I just saw Uncas. I yelled to him for help, and he ran away. Suspiciously.
Does he have any other way of doing things?
For a hunchback of his supposed infirmity, he moved very quickly.
Should we follow him? I mean, we have 2 unconscious people here.
No, I think we need to stay with our friends and see if we can rouse her to health, and then I think we have to get out of here.
Agreed.
Yeah.
We're waiting for the maester.
Okay. You're pretty sure that Lot is stable, but you are unable to resuscitate her because you don't have any maester training to kind of wake her up.
Okay.
Yeah, we need to
Does
get
that make
back
sense?
to that maester.
Well, the maester's coming here.
But she's stable. However, the panther is slipping. It will probably die unless someone burns a destiny point to save it. Because it was already weakened from poison before suffocating in sand. Does that make sense?
I mean, I don't even have a destiny point to burn if I wanted to save Dranther.
I do. I just have to come up, if I understand this correctly, I have to come up with a convincing narrative as to why I'd be doing this or how I'd be doing this.
Yeah, preferably. If you absolutely can't come up with anything, I can come up with something, but, I don't want the whole thing to be just me telling a story while everyone else listens. You know what I mean?
Right. I mean, I have one. I can use it. Okay. I figure, based on what I'm not telling everyone, we need to get out of here, and I think we're going to be in deep trouble very soon. I know nothing in real life or in fictional life about, resuscitating poison panthers.
Give him some wine.
Oh, there we go. I have some homebrew in my flask.
Stick with what you know, right?
Just on a whim, I know that sometimes strong spirits can rouse the unconscious, so I I unscrew my flask, which miraculously is undamaged, and hold it up, the open flask, up under the panther's snout, nose, I don't know what they have. And then Dranther, can I keep going with this narrative here, Watkins?
Go for it. Yeah, absolutely.
Dranther, I don't know what panthers do. Twitches?
Yeah.
And his eyes begin to open.
Yay.
Nice. That's a good description. No, that's good.
And he doesn't eat me.
Okay, great. Good job. Go ahead and I want to make sure that you mark off of your character sheet that you burnt a destiny point.
Sure. All right.
You have saved Valera's panther named Dranther. Good job.
With house door special home brew that I got from...
Good karma.
So everyone except Finn is conscious. Oh, Valera is also unconscious. Jonah left to go to the maester.
What about Lot? Is Lot conscious now?
Oh yeah, Lot's still unconscious. What do you guys want to do? Do you want to wait for the maester to get here, or do you want to leave or go after Uncas?
Yeah, let's just wait here for the maester. We're going to need help.
Could I try the same thing with the spirits, or is that going to make me use a different destiny point?
You could spend a destiny point. You won't have to burn it.
No.
Okay.
She'll live. We just need to wait.
Oh, if I spend it, I get them back at the end, right?
Right.
Yeah. All right. I'll go ahead and do that.
Okay. Make sure you mark that down on your character sheet. Lot, you're awake.
I grab Lady Splice's flask and I guzzle it down.
You'll be replacing that, Lot.
Whatever.
And Lot, you feel different.
I feel like I have super strength. I've never felt better.
Nice. Way to take control of the narrative. Good. I like it.
Strength of 3 men.
Everyone else in the room, you don't believe Lot. You're pretty sure she's lying.
Yeah.
I'm not lying. I do feel great.
Power of positive thinking.
It's delusion, then. Oh no.
Maybe it's the wine. I don't know.
Maybe the maester can tell you more.
Hopefully.
Fix you. Can I come back with the maester?
Yeah, are you
at
guys
some point?
waiting the whole time, or are you doing anything else?
We're waiting for the maester.
We're waiting
I
for the
think.
maester.
Okay, so right before the maester gets here, you hear an echo coming from down the hall. It sounds like...
Oh, shit.
All right, that's it. We have to leave. I mean, now we're going. Come on, everybody, move. Come on, let's go. And I start to leave.
You hear footsteps from up the stairs coming down.
Fuck. We're going. Come on, move. Is anyone moving with me, or are y'all just sitting there waiting for instant doom?
Yeah, I mean, I think we have any choice. We have to go.
Okay. I'll pick up Finn. Can I just roll a athletic with strength for that?
Yeah, we're not in combat anymore, so you can just pick him up. It's good.
Just pick him up. Okay, I'm picking up Finn. Let's go.
Okay, so you all head towards the stairs, and as you're going up, you see Jonah and Maester Sagan coming down.
Cool. I'm coughing like anything. Got all this sand in my lungs.
Sorry, Jonah. Good luck with this. We're leaving.
All right. Thank
Wait,
you.
can I
Thank you,
get
guys.
heals?
Nope, we don't have time. We gotta go.
We literally do not have
We
time.
gotta go.
I
We don't
have
time.
3 injuries. Like, I am
don't
going
care.
to
No,
die
Lot,
again.
we gotta get out. We gotta go.
We heard a creepy laugh. Watch out before we go.
Trust me. Please trust me. We have to leave.
Go.
We'll get you healed.
Lot is kind of moving towards the Maester, and Jonah, the Maester kind of looks to you to kind of question which is more important, Valera or Lot to save right now.
Oh man.
I really, really like you, Jonah.
He's saying like he wants me to pick which one is going to live.
Which one's more important? He's trying to triage, right? So he's like priority. He can only do one thing at a time. He can do a lot after healing Valera, but he can only do one first. Right? Can't do both at the same time. Which one first?
Okay. Valera was not breathing, right?
Right.
And Lot is still moving around.
Yeah, but she doesn't have to get anywhere. I have to get somewhere.
It's okay, we're running.
You guys are running away from me. You guys said thank you, Jonah. Bye.
We'll get you healed at the next village.
You guys don't care about me
No,
at all.
stay.
I saved all your lives. I've saved Eon's twice now. But when it comes to old Lotto...
I did save you! I burnt my whole destiny point saving you!
I just spent one for you. And I might point out that if we do not leave, it's not going to matter.
We gotta get out. We gotta go now.
It's just a clown.
I entreat you all. I know what I'm talking about. We must leave now.
Okay, let's go.
Fine.
Let's get the hell out of here.
Let's go. Everybody say, we're leaving.
I'm getting on my horse.
Okay.
Get on your horse.
Can we get our horses?
From my perspective, I saw Lot and Valera unconscious. When I come back, I see Lot up and moving around. Valera is not, so that's who I would ask him to heal first. And anyway, they're running. So, but I tell them to wait for Maester Sagan to help you guys.
Good role playing. Excellent. Do you guys wait, or do you all leave?
We go.
I wait. I'm getting healed. I don't care.
Jesus.
We gotta go.
Oh my god.
Get healed as soon as we get out. We can go to the next castle.
How fast can he heal?
Grab
How
her.
fast?
Go. We must leave.
Yeah, you're not dying. You're just hurt. We gotta go.
I am dying.
No, he said you're not. She saved you.
Well, Lady Splice sounds really sure. I think we should.
We gotta go.
We gotta get out of here.
Okay, let's get on the horses.
Lot, what are you doing?
I'll get on my stupid horse.
Clip clop.
Get on Clip Clop.
I tell Lot to stay one more time. I'm coughing like, Lot, you're really hurt. Come on, just stay. Mr. Sagan's really good. He'll heal us.
Oh god.
No, I gotta go.
All right.
Okay. Maester Sagan sees to Valera and gives her resuscitation, but it doesn't seem to be working. And he's trying to like dig sand out of her mouth, and he's doing all he can do. But it doesn't look good. You'll have to burn a destiny point, Jonah, in order to save Valera.
How much do you like her?
Right, really. So, Jonah as a character would give anything to save her friend. I, as a player, know I've only got one unspent destiny point left, and my very wounded character is likely to need it any minute.
That's fine. So after a few minutes, Maester Sagan, he just sighs in deep sadness and gives up, and he turns to you and he says, "I'm sorry. She's dead, Jonah."
What? No, she can't. No, she can't be dead. Just keep going. I'll help you. What can I do?
Oh.
He kind of looks at you very sadly and moves back to her and keeps doing CPR just to kind of placate you, but he knows that it's pointless.
Oh, poor Jonah.
Oh man,
I'm sorry.
That's the first time that I think a character really close to me has died. All right, I just sit there like I can't believe it.
Oh.
And Maester Sagan starts crying.
He cries. Oh man, he takes his job really seriously. Oh, no, because he had so many conversations with her. Yeah, totally.
See, if I let him heal me, it'd be a nicety. He's feeling really bad about himself right now, guys.
Oh God, how generous!
Of anyone in Blackhorn, Maester Sagan was closest to Valera.
Well, I'm not letting him touch me now.
So Sagan turns to you, Jonah, and he says, "I spent a lot of time with Valera of Volantis. She was very gracious in sharing her thoughts on alchemy and her view on the way things worked in the world, and I was very appreciative of that. You don't see a lot of people sharing their secret knowledge like that. Of all people in Blackhorn, she was the most honest and straightforward person."
She stole a cat.
Oh man. Actually, Uncas stole the
Uncas
cat.
lied to her, didn't he?
Yeah, but when you guys told her it was stolen, she did not give it up. Oh man, I say I remember she was helping us with my green dreams. I remember you guys were always talking.
The world will feel her loss.
Oh. All right, I just sit there. Yeah. All right. That's how it goes.
No.
Meanwhile, at the castle gate.
Okay, so we cut to the other group. You guys are all trying to escape Blackhorn, right? You're just heading straight for the gates?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Why do I have a feeling this is not going to work?
You exit out of the castle, and it's late night, like early morning, somewhere between 2 and 5 in the morning. And on your way out, as you're leaving, you hear Sir Artemis yelling to try and get your attention. So you could either turn and see what he wants, or just keep going.
Keep going, never look back. Let's get to an inn.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's
Okay.
keep going.
You hear his voice gets even angrier, but his shouting is quieter because you're farther away. But he was definitely certainly angry. And you keep going. You jump on your horses, and you ride until you get to the inn of a good night's sheep.
Oh no.
Is there anybody to tend to my wounds?
Currently, the only patron in the inn that's awake is a man named Honest Ed, who's eating a bowl of gruel by the fireplace by himself.
Probably not your best healthcare option.
Can't we buy a healing potion? Weren't there healing potions we could buy?
Like a magic healing potion?
I thought they were like mace.
Honest Eds must have something. Is that his name?
I don't think magic healing potions exist in this world.
Damn it.
I think she's thinking some sort of home remedy kind of.
Yeah, anything. Bandages.
I don't know.
None of you guys can heal. Nobody can heal.
No, none of us can heal.
There's medicine that gives you bonuses to endurance or healing checks when you try and heal your wounds.
So you can heal yourself.
Like fire milk and milk of the poppy and stuff like that.
I have a 3 in healing, that's it.
That's higher than mine. I have 2.
Alright, so I guess...
Okay, how much is...
Now that we're somewhat calmer, I inspect Lot's wounds. Are there anything... I don't know where you're injured, Lot.
Ribs, side...
Lungs.
And left arm. I don't know.
Her lungs have sand in them.
Although the maester already started to heal one of my wounds. I'll know in a week if it's healed.
Yeah, the original one, right? Yeah, your original wound.
You roll to heal wounds at the end of a week, because you can't...
Okay.
It's like you can't really heal a broken bone in.
Right, you gotta wait.
You can set it, but you have to keep it in a sling for at least a period of time.
So don't worry about my ribs. The maester already looked at that one.
Okay. I really have no idea what you would do with sand in your lungs.
I'll cough it out. Don't worry. I'll be fine. That's not one of my wounds.
All right. And you said your side?
Yep.
Is it bleeding? I mean, are you taped up? What?
No. I don't even know. I just know I got wounded. Nobody told me where my injuries were.
Okay.
Yeah, you took a battle wound from a Dothraki, which was cleaned by a maester, and then you took 2 wounds from suffocation, which is sand in your lungs. 1 for each lung, you could say.
Oh, okay. So it is my lungs. Maybe give you some Heimlich.
Yeah, I got nothing here, unless there's something I can...
Can you do knowledge?
Oh, I have a 4 in that. Sure. Can I do knowledge?
Can we buy Milk of the Poppy and have Calm administer it?
That's not going to help, though. It's just going to make the pain go away.
Not at an inn.
I think Lady Splice should try and use a knowledge to see if she can figure out how to help me.
All right, knowledge. I'm assuming I do not use book knowledge for this. Or would I?
Is there any books at this inn?
Or education. No. I have a bonus dice in education, but I'm guessing this is not covered. So I have 6, 4, 10, 16 in knowledge.
Can you be specific on what knowledge you're looking for?
I guess it would probably be her lungs. The sand in her lungs. Is there anything I can think of that would help with that? Drinking water.
Hold on, let me get my chapstick.
So, you give a big, hard slap on Lot's back, and she coughs up a little bit of sand, and she's gonna be okay right now, but in a week she'll make a roll to see if the wound gets healed.
Okay.
So that's one of them, though, right? 1 of 3 now. 1 of 2.
Yeah.
All right.
Yep.
Can you do it again for this next one?
Just keep hitting you on the back?
Well, okay, I think there's a misunderstanding here. Your wounds are permanent for an entire week. There's no way to get rid of them unless you earn a destiny point to remove a wound.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? And then after a week's over, your wound has a chance of going away depending on an endurance check or a healing check.
So if I understand it, it's sort of like if you got cut, you could clean it out, bandage it up, etc. But it's still an open cut, and it's going to remain so until the skin knits together and heals.
No, I understand that, but I was just asking her to hit me on the back again so we can...
And there's a chance of that cut getting infected. And that's the point of the roll, is that it could get worse or it could get better.
Right, okay. Like your arm could be set incorrectly, or it could be set right, and you might have
I guess what I'm trying to explain, whatever you're trying to do right now, there's no mechanical thing that you can do to get rid of your wound. This is kind of just like flavor role-playing.
Got it.
Well,
all right.
To me it sounds like I needed to have something administered, and then in a week's time I could see if it worked. So I just want to make sure I have all my wounds administered to, so in a week's time I could try to get rid of all of them.
You kind of have a week to find healing. Like you don't have to go with Kama right the second. Maybe you'll find someone else better
qualified
in that week. I guess I didn't mean better, but maybe you'll find another maester.
So if you went an entire week without it being treated, you would roll an endurance test. But at any point during that week, you can switch it for a healing test. But that test is made at the end of the week.
Okay.
Regardless.
Makes sense.
Okay. Cool. So what we could do, I guess, is, you could make a healing test that would replace the result of Lot's endurance test at the end of the week, if you want to.
My healing is 3. I don't know what your endurance is.
Yeah, so Kama's not the greatest person to have heal your wounds.
Okay. Well, I won't do that then.
Okay. So you're all in the Inn of a Good Night's Sheep. Do you want to sleep here for tonight, or travel...
Or travel what?
Travel all through the night to get back to Tybal Keep.
There might be some logic in putting distance between us and that castle.
Yeah, I think so. I agree.
I think we should go. Let's get home.
You enter the Doorlands and notice that your neighbors have pulled from your territory. This is odd because things would have calmed down only after the tourney and the second marriage. So something strange is going on in the state of Dorlands.
Did someone take our castle?
You approach Tybal Keep and notice that the gates are closed to you.
Oh no.
So, Daenerys?
What do you do?
Eon, this is your home.
Is there a guard nearby that we can speak to?
Yeah, you can shout up to the palisades, and a guard might appear. I just need to know what you shout.
Hello, it's Lady Eon. I just want to know why my gates are closed to me and my party.
You see a pale man in full plate armor appear atop the wall, and he yells, "It's her! It's her!" And you see half a dozen door guards appear on the palisades, and the pale man in full plate armor raises his arm above his head, and then brings it down and yells, "Fire!"
Oh, fuck.
I hold up my buckler with my good arm.
And you notice the man has a bowl cut.
Whoa.
Oh my gosh. How the hell? His head was cut off.
Dun, dun, dun.
We are plagued with bull-cut-it haired men.
How?
Could be another guy with a bowl cut.
It's his brother or something stupid.
Everyone gets 6 experience points.
Oh my.
6?
6.
Six?
And I get my destiny point that I spent back? Correct?
No, the adventure is not over yet.
Oh.
Oh.
Man.
Okay.
Okay, so 6 points. How do I do that?
Oh, you keep making me... Oh, I've got 24. That's enough to buy something. Yay.
Really?
I think so.
You have almost
I have 29.
30. You can buy a rank in something, and it takes 10 to buy a bonus die in a specialty. So you guys can all buy something. Or
I'm 1 point away from a... Damn.
yeah. Well,
Shouldn't
one
I get
more session.
7 experience points for killing that fire thing?
Negative.
And not killing my whole party while doing it?
That's pretty good.
Sorry, no.
Oh,
Damn.
okay.
Oh my
Dun, dun,
Worth a
dun.
try.
But spent destiny points do not refresh yet.
All right, I just got to remember that I have one spent. Okay, I can do that.
Okay. Well, thanks for playing, guys.
Thank you,
Thank you.
Dungeon Master, or I think.
Okay.
You guys made it through. Good job.
All right, so thank you everybody for playing. Thank you again, Wonkins, even though I'm a little bitter. Always fun to do RPG. You can send us a message at closethedoor@gmail.com, closethedoorandcomehere.tumblr.com. You can reach us on Twitter at Doore Podcast. You can also follow us on Patreon. Well, support us on Patreon at if you type "Close the Door" on Patreon, you'll find us. And please like and review us on iTunes. So thank you everybody for playing RPG yet again. I'm nervous as hell.
Good night, everyone. This is your friendly neighborhood narrator saying, may all your mouths be fuckable.
Oh,
Very
God.
classy catchphrase.
Always.
Oh, bless your heart, Wonkins.
Thank you, Eon. Thank you. And cut.
And Dungeons and Dragons. Yes, I like playing Dungeons and Dragons with you. Yes, I do. Yes, I like playing Dungeons and Dragons. But I wanna get you out of this fantasy world and into my fantasy and into my bed where we could have sex. Dungeons and Dragons.
Next time on Close the Door and Come Here. You're put into manacles and the cell door slams shut.
Okay, well, they're on their own now.
Yeah.
They don't get Jonah's help now.
The decision is made to execute you for your betrayal.
Hi, I'm J-Man, and I'll be playing Cicero.
Hey there, Jonah. Uncle Uncas here.
I'm glad you're okay. I'll give him a hug.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
Oh god! Oh god! Hi.
Are you ready to feel the most agonizing way to die?
I'm Jonah the Brave, and I'm going to die right now.
What have I missed? So who's dead?
Wait to see what happens. You might suffocate in the sand. It's not for sure that you will.
Hey, Eon, any idea why your file didn't upload? Well, shit. Thanks for sticking in there, everyone. That was a rough session. I didn't get a chance, but if Maester Sagan had found out about that, I was gonna kind of explain that and say, like, through Sagan's voice, "Ooh, you found the antidote to the poison, coincidentally! How fortuitous!" Are you okay, Lot? Do you need a hug?